This section is 1.2, and we're gonna talking about solution set and the pre-variables. Previous video and the section, when you solve the system of equation, we always find one solution. We call consistent system with one solution. This section, we're gonna talking about consistent system with infinite many solution and inconsistent system. Right? So this augmented metric from the system of equation. Look at the last row, guys. Look at this one. I gonna see, guys. You cannot notice is all the row three gonna be 0, 0, 0, 0. So let's change this one is a system of equation. You're gonna see first row gonna be x1 minus 5x3 equal 1. Second row gonna be x2 plus x3 gonna be 4. Third row is 0 and 0. Okay, so pivot, let's go pivot. Is first row is gonna pivot is right there. That's the pivot column. Second is one is second pivot is right there. This is pivot column. Third row is there's no pivot. That's the column 3. So this third row, that's gonna be x3 variable gonna be free, we call free variable. Okay, so which meaning is you have any number right there, you're gonna find x2, x3. Let's go back to x1, x3 right there, guys. So look at this one. X1 equal 1 plus 5x3, x2 gonna be 4 minus x3, x3 is 3. Okay, so that's you're gonna write down. What do you mean by this one? We call this x3 is a free variable, x1, x2 is depends on the x3, x3. So x3 gonna be free variable, x1 and x2 we call basic variable. So what do you mean by free? Which meaning is you can pick any number from the real number. So let's say I'm gonna pick x3 gonna be 0. So what happened? x2 gonna be 4 minus 0 is 4. x1 gonna be 1 plus 0 is 1. So you have one solution set right there. Oh no, here is 1, right? So here gonna be one solution set, 1, 4, 0. That's the one solution. Okay, let's pick another one. Let's pick x3 gonna be 1. Then what happened x2? 4 minus 1 is 3. x1 gonna be 1 plus 5 equals 6. So another solution, 6, 3, 1. So that's the solution of this one. Guys, so which meaning is the x3 is a free variable. You cannot pick any number from the real number. So x3 gonna be s. So x2 gonna be, now what are you gonna do? 4 minus s. x1 gonna be 1 plus 5s. So we call this form is general solution. So how can write it? S 4 minus s 1 plus 5s, 1 plus 5s. That's the solution set. S is a real number. Okay, that's you write the general solution of this consistent system, guys. Okay. Inconsistent system, guys. This one is you're gonna solve this system of equation. I'm gonna give here, guys, what is the equation gonna be? X1 plus 2x2 3 equals 0, x2 plus x3 gonna be 0, 2x1 plus 4x3 gonna be 1. So this system of equation, we're gonna start with augmented metric. Augmented matrix 1, 0, 2, 0, second equation. 0, 1, 1, 0. Third one is 2, 0, 4, 1. That's we're gonna have right there, guys. Okay. So what are you gonna do, guys? Look at this one. So that's the augmented matrix. So how can change this reduce raw envelope form, guys? So what is the idea, guys? Can you do that? Let's just start with here. That's gonna be you make a -2. How can make a -2? So you need 2 times R1 right there, add the R3. So 2 times R1 plus R3 go to the R3, right? So it's -2, 0, -4, that's the 0, add together. So you have to see it right here. Third row gonna be 0, 0, 0, 1. The another row gonna be 1, 0, 2, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. What happened, guys? Let's change this one is equation, okay? So what happened here, guys? x1 plus 2x3 equals 0. Second row is x1 plus x2 equals 0. Third row is 0 equal 1. This one is true or false. This is a false. It doesn't make any sense. This is a false, right? So which meaning is this system equation doesn't have no solution, guys. So I want you to remember, guys, I want you to really remember when you see the augmented matrix after all the row operation, you have to see, guys, look at this one. Make sure last row should be, guys, look at this one. Last row gonna be, guys, right here, gonna be 0 and 0 and 0. That's we're gonna say here is 0 and 0 and 0. This is 1. That's represent inconsistent system, guys, okay? Let's practice find the general solution from the system of equation. Can you do that, everyone? Let's try to do it. Pause the video, try to do by yourself. Okay, welcome back, guys. Let's try this one. We're gonna start with augmented metric. Augmented metric is 1, 3, 4, 7, 3, 9, 7, 6, right there. Pivot is right there. Here is 1. We have no trouble. You're gonna make this one is 0. So you need a -3. So you have to 3 times R1. -3 times R1 is right there. Add the R3. Let's do that operation. -3R1 plus R3 go to the R3. So we're gonna see, what do you see, guys? Look at this. So this is gonna be -3, -9, -12. Here is -21. So you're gonna do second row, 0, 0, -5, -15. First row gonna be 1, 3, 4, 7. Okay, let's do the next pivot. Here is 1, here is a 0, right? So this should be 1, right? So how can make this one? Times -1 over 5, right, guys? So let's do that way. -1 over 5 times R3 go to R3. So you have second row gonna be 0, 0, 1, 3. First row gonna be 1, 3, 4, 7. Okay, let's change this one is the equation. So what do you have? x1 plus 3x2 plus 4x3 is 7. x3 gonna be 3. Okay, which one is a free variable, guys? That's you have to think about it. So here is pivot column. That's the first column is pivot is 1. That's x1. Here is a pivot, no pivot column because 0. That's the x2. Here is pivot column, that's the x3. So x2 pivot column gonna be, here is not pivot column, that's gonna be 0. So you're gonna pick, guys, x2 is a free variable. Okay, that's the free variable. Now, x3 gonna be 3, x1 gonna be 7 minus 3x2 minus 4x3. This meaning is 7 minus 3x2 minus 12. That's gonna be -5 minus 3x2. Okay, what is the solution gonna be? Right, guys, x1, x2, x3. What is a free variable? x2 is a free variable is s, any real number, right? So x1 is -5, -3. No, sorry guys. -5, -3s. x2 is a free variable, that's the s. x3 gonna be what right here? That's gonna be 3.